what are they? So flower remedies, flower essences, come under the umbrella of vibrational medicine. And vibrational medicine, of course, is not new. It's something that all the old cultures worked with. And essentially, what vibrational medicine, when we're working with plants, we're working with the healing vibration of the plant, that everything has vibration. And the scientists finally now getting with the program and realising that everything is vibration. So everything has a vibration. And so it's the healing vibration of plants held in water. It's the sun, so you have water, the plants and sun. So it's the sunlight that actually captures the memory, the healing vibration of the plant in the water. That then is transferred to us when we become one with the plant. No separation, the cherishing energy flows backward and forward between us. That pattern, that healing pattern that's held in the water and then transferred to our waters, our sacred waters, occurs through a process of what's called resonance transfer. So that's when something imprints something else. And we see this diagram here, which shows the process, another way of describing it as rhythm entrainment, when something brings something else back into harmony. Rhythm entrainment. So we see that naturally occurring, say for instance, if we have a group of women and they might be living together, then they'll all menstruate at the same time. They'll come into alignment, into harmony. Or clocks ticking, a room full of clocks, and they'll all start, the pendulum will start moving in unison. So rhythm entrainment is a very real, naturally occurring healing power. And in a sense, I mean, we see that, we can see that so easily, can't we? Have you ever felt sitting next to somebody and they might be unhappy, and does it put your energy down? It's sort of the same version of it in a different way. So when we're working with flower remedies, we're consciously seeking to bring something into harmonious alignment using original patterns in nature. So with flower essences, we don't use copious quantities of plant material. We're working with the essence of the plant, so using very, very little plant material, because that third dimensional density isn't the level that we're seeking to work at. We're not seeking to address physical symptoms. We're seeking to address the vibration, the underlying issue. What's caused this? And of course that shamanic technique is so ancient, looking beyond the surface to the spirit of the disease or the illness. Dis-ease simply means against ease. Disharmony, if disharmony or disharmonious thoughts or emotions are held for any length of time, sooner or later they will manifest in the physical body. It's just a matter of time. It's not a case of if, will they? It's a case of they will. It's just a matter of time. So the harmonious vibrations, healing patterns, to transform a negative condition, because we don't want to get rid of the energy. How many of you have felt the energy of anger, for instance? It's really powerful, isn't it? So we don't want to get rid of the energy, we just want to transform the state. You can't add anything or take anything away. You can only change the state of something. So we're not trying to get rid of anger, we're trying to change it into its harmonious counterpart. Does that make sense to you? Because you want that energy, but you want it transformed into its positive, harmonious counterpart. So disharmony, dis-ease, transformed into harmonious power that we can then access and use in our life. in terms of how do they work, through the process of resonance transfer, where that feeling vibration is absorbed, not absorbed, but taken into the waters of our body in restoring well-being, in a very, very ancient healing tool. And one that's very much in alignment with this 2,000-year cycle of the Age of Aquarius. And most of you will know that the Age of Aquarius is actually that symbol, isn't it? It's that symbol, two wavy lines. And of course, that's in Egypt, that symbol was a symbol for energy. So we know that energy medicine, or working with energy, and understanding that we can't just treat at a physical level. We must treat at a spiritual, metaphysical. Humanity will realise that it's not going to be sufficient to just address things at a physical. We have to take into account the spirit of the person. We can't just use the physical component of plants, who are our wise elders. I mean, we wouldn't even be able to survive on the planet if it wasn't for the plants physically. So certainly at a metaphysical level, they're very much our wise elders. So in this age, humanity realising that it must work with the spirit of the person. Because unless it happens in the spirit first, it hasn't happened. There's no power unless it happens in the spirit first. It hasn't happened in my experience. So once again, everything having a context, everything having a time, a place, and a relationship with everything else. In a sense, that covers the thing of, well, why are we working with them? Well, it's time for one. And who can work with them? Anyone.